Hello everyone. I just sat in the kitchen for like an hour while maintenance came in and fixed our air conditioner. But anyways, I think I'm gonna start a little bit of a reading vlog because I haven't like recorded anything in so long. So yeah, first though, I'm gonna show you a few things that I've gotten recently because I feel like it, because I want to. So, because school starts in like a week. So first thing is a new backpack. I got a new Herschel backpack and it's literally this same exact style as my old one, but in black instead of gray, because my old one was getting a little like dirty from sitting on the floor all the time. And then yesterday I bought two things. Black nail polish because over the summer I was painting my nails like a lot more than I used to. And then I also got from used bookstore on Mercer Street, probably like Bleecker and Mercer-ish. Anyways, it's called Mercer Street Books. I got a copy of the Inferno, Dante's Inferno, basically only because of Hosier's new album, Unreal Unearthed, which I love and you should absolutely listen to if you haven't listened to. It's so good. But yeah, now also it's like a classic, right? And I didn't know that it, guys, look at this. That is so cool. Are you kidding? I did not know that it was like a poem. I don't know why I didn't know that. But anyway, this book has a whole bunch of like an introduction and commentary and all sorts of stuff. So that's cool. Oh, also, it's gorgeous. Look. It's like a little inscription on the cover. So anyways, I'm really excited to read it. So yeah, yesterday I got my black nail polish and my copy of Inferno to read. In terms of reading, I'll give you a quick summer update on my reading. I read 4 books. That's probably the lowest number of books I've read in a summer since like 4th grade. Probably even before that, because when I was in like elementary school, middle school, even high school, my library had like a summer reading program where you could get like prizes or whatever if you read like a bunch of different types of books, whatever. So it's probably been since like 2nd, 3rd, 4th grade that I've read only 4 books. But it's because, I mean, this summer I was working like 40-hour weeks. I was hanging out with my friends a lot. So the books I did finish over the summer, the first one was The Sun and the Star by Rick Riordan. I was really excited for that book. I got it right when it came out and I was a little disappointed. Like, it wasn't what I was hoping for. The plot didn't pick up until like the last like 200 pages. And like they were in Tartarus and it didn't feel like the stakes were that high. I don't know. I think I gave it 3.5 maybe. I don't know. I finished that back in June. I don't even remember. That was the only book in June. July, what did I read? In July, I read my V for my alphabet reading challenge, which was Verona Comics. This book, I was expecting to be really like kind of just happy, cute comic store rivalry romance, and it actually covered like a lot of deep stuff that I was not expecting. But I really enjoyed it for a little like romance type thing. The ending was like wild, like came out of nowhere. I don't know, I feel like if you've read it you will know what I mean. Like I was not expecting it to go in the direction at the end that it went in, but it was good. I think I gave that one 4 stars. Actually, I can just look. What am I doing? Yeah, 4 stars. After that, I read Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover. I gave it 1 star. It was terrible. I would not recommend. I never thought I would read Colleen Hoover, but now I have a reason that I can say I will never read Colleen Hoover again. Because yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that. And then I just finished yesterday the White Album by Joan Didion. I have a few tabs in here, not a ton. So this is a nonfiction collection of essays. Most of them are not kind of related to Joan Didion at all. Well, she makes a lot of mentions of like places she went or like people she met, but a lot of them are just about like random events that happened late 60s and early 70s. I feel like I learned a lot of like random interesting little anecdotes about like the 60s and 70s, but it wasn't super relevant to me. I feel like the essays in here that I did like were like random, like I could not explain to you why I liked them. Like the one about this one called On the Mall was literally just like random facts about shopping malls. I'm like, I don't really know like why I liked that much, but it was one of the ones that like read the best to me. The one about Georgia O'Keeffe was good. Also, there was this one about like a cult. I don't know, just like interesting things that I didn't really know happened in the 60s and 70s. And the writing style was really cool. Here, I just saw one line that I liked. I tell you this not as aimless revelation, but because I want you to know, as you read me, precisely who I am and where I am and what is on my mind. I like that one because it's like, I don't know, it's like when I write, I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. Like, anyways, I'm not making any sense, but this one I gave 4 stars. That was my W in my alphabet. Ugly Love was my U, which I finished after my V, which is not in alphabetical order, but I started Ugly Love like way before Verona Comics, and I just like could not continue it for a little while there. So in terms of what I'm reading now, I just started yesterday a book that I'm pretty excited about, Solitaire by Alice Oseman. This is only like 260 pages. I'm 37 pages in, so honestly I might finish it today. I would not be surprised. It is about Tori Spring, who is Charlie Spring, Charlie from Heartstopper, the graphic novels, the TV show. Tori is Charlie's older sister, if you know of that universe. Yeah, but I mean, Alice Oseman in her like author's note at the beginning does say that this covers like a lot of topics that are a lot deeper than Heartstopper. Like, it's not meant to have like that same kind of positive vibe that Heartstopper has. Yeah, this is my read right now. It's not part of my alphabet. I only have 3 books left to read in my alphabet, but I don't have them. I don't have physical copies of them, so I need to get a library card, and I can't get a library card until I have proof of my address. It is Tuesday afternoon, and classes start next Tuesday, so I still have like a week. I need to go grocery shopping sometime soon, but I just don't know like where to go around here. I would love to support like a smaller grocery store. Like maybe I'll check out something in Chinatown. I'm not sure. Yeah. I will talk to you guys when I have some kind of interesting life update or reading update. Bye. just got back like half an hour ago from getting some groceries at Target. Okay, and then I made like a quick book journal spread for September, which I totally forgot to record, so I'll just show it to you guys. It's literally just, oh, the lighting is off. Can't even see it. These are my receipts from the bookstore where I bought the Inferno the other day, and then I just like wrote, put a little TBR. So my TBR for this month, in case anyone was wondering, is to finish the alphabet. So I was reading X by Ilyasa Shabazz. I have to get another copy of that from the library. And then I need some Y book. I was originally planning on reading The Yellow Wallpaper, but that's like 25 pages. So if you have a recommendation, please let me know. And then I was going to read Zombie by Audre Lorde for my Z. I've never read anything by Audre Lorde before. Those are my three. That would be the end of my alphabet. And then also something I do want to read in September is The Bell Jar by Sylvia Plath. I'd like to get that done before we're in like the really dark winter months, because I know that's a lot of like heavy stuff in that book. So that's my TBR. That's just that little page that I made. Before I went to Target, which is where I went for groceries, I read for quite a while. So I made it to page 107, chapter 17 in Solitaire. And I'm really enjoying this book. It's going really fast. Yeah, I think I'm probably just gonna sit down and read a lot more of this. It's only 3:40, so I'll probably end up finishing this before dinner, and then I'll have to start something else. I think I might read Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor next. That's one of the books that I brought here from home, because I only brought books that I thought would be pretty good reads. And I've heard a lot of people rant about that book and say they really like it. So I think that is what I pick up next, unless I want to go for some more like, I don't know, I'm already down to only 4 books that I own after I finish this one. I brought 5. I bought one more while I was here. So I don't know. Also though, I'm like nervous to go back to the dining halls because freshman orientation this week. Yesterday for lunch I went to the dining hall and it was packed and none of the freshmen know what they're doing. I don't know. I'll decide later. Right now I think I'm just gonna read and drink all of my water, and I'll talk to you guys when I have an update. Hello everyone. I have 45 pages left of Solitaire. It's such a weird book. Like, it's good and I want to say I'm enjoying reading it, but it's so weird to say that I'm enjoying it because the subject matter is so dark. I don't know, I'll probably finish it in the next hour. I don't know, it's making me feel very just weird. It's really ingraining itself in my brain. But anyways, I'm gonna leave to get dinner soon and finish that. Hello everyone. Another update. So, Strange the Dreamer, I am now 120 pages in. I spent basically all morning, like, checking out some libraries here and literally just sitting and reading because I don't have a library card yet, which I'm very sad about, but I just brought my book and read. I do think at some point I'm going to do like a ranking New York City libraries video, but I haven't been to quite enough libraries to do that yet. So that will come later, probably later this year. But anyways, I was getting so into like, what's his name, Laszlo, who's like the main guy at the beginning of this book. I was getting so into Laszlo's story, and then it switched to the second part. I was like, oh, a new part, whatever, because they're like further on their journey, but it switches to, that's kind of a spoiler. Is it? I don't know. Yeah, so part 2, we get a new character's point of view that I was not expecting. I was really getting used to Laszlo. It's still good, but I haven't read a lot of fantasy recently, so it's hard for me to like, I don't know, really be in it. Normally realistic fiction are the kind of books that I just read so fast because they're just really easy for me, but this one is still good. The other thing I wanted to mention is, so obviously I just finished Solitaire by Alice Oseman yesterday. And I was thinking about like Heartstopper, you know, like I was watching the Normal People TV show and I was like, oh, Heartstopper, I just watched season 2 recently because it came out. And then I was like thinking, I was like, oh, I'd really like to pick up the graphic novels again. I read them so long ago. And then I was like, have I even read all of the graphic novels? And I checked my Goodreads and I have only read the first Heartstopper graphic novel. I haven't read 2, 3, 4. I don't even know if there's more than that out. I feel like there might just be 4, but maybe there's 5. I don't know, someone can tell me, correct me on that. So I'm like shocked, but I don't have a library card, so I can't like go to the library and pick them up and bring them home. So I guess I'm just gonna have to wait on those, but I really, really want to read them now. And I'm sad because I bought the first one over this summer because I was like, I want a copy of it to have for myself, but it's at home, not here with me at college, so I can't even read like my copy of the first one again. So I think I'm just gonna have to like get all of them that are out right now and just put holds on all of them and wait for them to come in, because I do want to reread the first one, even if it's just like make sure I remember it all, like check for differences in the show, because that's what I've seen of that story most recently. But anyway, Alice Oseman in the author's note in Solitaire said that Solitaire takes place during the 4th Heartstopper graphic novel. So yeah, I really want to read those. I'm extremely excited to read them now that for some reason I haven't read them before and I didn't realize, because I love Alice Oseman. I can't even like, their books are just, all of them I've been able to relate to in one way or another, like Solitaire, Radio Silence, Loveless. Is that all? Let me look. I haven't read I haven't read I Was Born for This because I keep seeing it at bookstores and it's like, it's a little bit like fan boyish, I want to say, and I'm not like super into that all the time, so I'm a little apprehensive to read it, but I think I'm gonna have to because everything I read of Alice Oseman's I just love. I'm already so excited to like get some more books from back home. I think I might end up having my family send me some because I have some at home that I'm like so excited to read. But obviously I'm not going to read like library copies of them when I have my own copies. But then I have to wait until like Christmas. But anyway, yeah, that's the update, is that basically Heartstopper is now on my TBR. I think right now I'm gonna write in my journal because I haven't done that today. And then probably just read some more. It's like 3 in the afternoon. Maybe I'll walk to another library, but I've been walking like so much, which is good for me. But I'm just like, ugh, more walking. I don't even not like the walking. It's more of like the, like waiting at the lights to cross the street. Maybe I'll find a different library. I've been talking for way too long anyway. I'll see you guys later. Hello everyone. It is now Thursday morning. I just wanted to update you guys on my plans for today and also what I did last night. So I think I showed you guys, I did watch I don't know what like the special is called on Disney Plus. Something about the Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad, I think, but it's the little Disney movie thing that has Sleepy Hollow in it, because I was just in like such a fall mood. I was watching like fall reading vlogs, whatever, and I was just in the mood to watch it, so I watched it while I like made my dinner last night and whatever. And then I read a ton of Strange the Dreamer. Well, maybe not like a ton, but I think I read for like an hour and a half or 2 hours straight, which is pretty long for me. I haven't, well, before this week, I haven't done that in a long time. So I'm up to page 267, which was kind of like my goal last night. I was like, I want to get halfway through it. I want to talk a little bit more about this book because the world building is so good. Like the way that, just all of the different like fantasy elements of this is just crazy to me how someone could come up with it. And the way that everything kind of goes together, and also the way that Lady Taylor is like, so she starts with these like 2 separate storylines or like all these different characters, and you maybe could kind of guess how the characters are related to each other earlier, but then it's still like a shock when you actually figure it out, you know? I wouldn't say there's been any like crazy plot twists, but like it's been pretty cool so far. I was pretty invested when I was reading last night. My next read, okay, I'll tell you my plan today. So I've been walking to a bunch of the libraries in like lower Manhattan, all the public libraries, and there's a couple more close to the Washington Square campus. So I'm gonna take our campus shuttle up there. And I was looking at 2 specifically that are pretty close to campus, and one of them, let me tell you guys, I think it said it was built it's in like an old courthouse or something, and it looks gorgeous, like so big, like tons of tables and places to sit. The architecture looks gorgeous. I think it's the Jefferson Market branch. I don't know. I'm hoping to show you guys some of it because it looks so pretty, and I'm so excited. It opens at 10 or 11 though, and it's just before 9. So I'm just gonna finish getting ready whatever, figure out when the shuttle is gonna get here so I can go up there. I'm really excited to visit. I knew I had found the locations yesterday afternoon, but I just looked at the pictures this time, and the first picture is like, it looks like a big mansion or castle. I was like, no way, is that the library? So anyways, I'm so excited. So I'm gonna bring Strange the Dreamer on my little library tour, and I'm also gonna bring The Idiot by Elif Batuman. Elif? I'm not sure. I should look at the pronunciation on that. I apologize. This is like 400 pages. It seems like it's a little bit maybe coming of age, romance, first love, it says on the back. Like a little bit of probably like literary fiction kind of. It starts with a girl starting college, it looks like, so how fitting. But yeah, I need something different from fantasy just in case I need to like stop reading that. So these are the two books that I am going to bring. And yeah, I'm actually so excited to visit this library, it's not even funny. I haven't been anywhere like super exciting while I've been here yet, so yes, I'm so ready. But I need to figure out when I can take the shuttle and all of that. Hello everyone, I am back from my trip around today. So I showed you guys some clips, but I went to, two libraries, and then I had dinner at one of the NYU dining halls, or lunch, dinner, whatever. And then I went to the Strand because I was gonna read Heartstopper, the second volume there, but then it was like, the Strand is always super busy and there wasn't anywhere to sit down. So I went to the Barnes & Noble on Union Square instead, and I just sat and read Heartstopper Volume 2. It was very cute. It's basically like the second half of the first season of Heartstopper though, so yeah, I already like knew the whole plot, but it was still really cute to see like how Alice Oseman had drawn it out on paper and like how similar the dialogue was to the TV show was really cool. Yeah, and then I came home. I did read like 75-ish more pages of Strange the Dreamer. I'm up to part 4. Something really, really big plot-wise just happened at the end of part 3. Like, very serious. I'm pretty excited to figure out what happens. I have almost exactly 200 pages left now, so I probably could finish it tonight or this afternoon. I mean, I'll probably read right now. I do have a Zoom meeting tonight at 6, but that's pretty much it. Yeah, I'll probably just read for a while right now until I get bored. Maybe I won't get bored, I don't know. Because I guess I have like 3 hours. I'm just gonna try to finish this tonight, and I'll update you guys later or maybe tomorrow. Hello everyone. I am here to give you final updates and wrap up the vlog, I think. So, all I did this morning, I wrote a letter for one of my friends back home, which I'm excited about because I love mail and like sending letters and everything. So, final updates on the books I read. The first thing I finished this week was The White Album. Gave it 4 stars. It was a collection of essays, so it was fine. It wasn't super personal, if that's what you're looking for in a collection of essays, but it definitely taught me some stuff about like the 60s and 70s. And the writing style was interesting. Like I was able to keep reading it. So that was that one. The next thing I finished was Solitaire by Alice Oseman. I really, really enjoyed this book. I enjoy all of Alice Oseman's stuff. I don't know, it was short, but I liked the story a lot. I like that maybe I need to start reading more mystery books, because I really liked this one, and also Radio Silence kind of has a little mystery. I really enjoyed reading more about Tori. I really like her as a character. And then last night I finished, well, I guess before that, I read Heartstopper Volume 2 at Barnes & Noble yesterday. It was really cute, obviously. I have not read it before, but, you know, I've seen this show, so I knew, like, everything that happened. So that was fine, but it was still very cute. I love the art style in those and like the minimal color scheme. Very good. And then last night I finished Strange the Dreamer. This is the first fantasy novel that I've read in So the last fantasy I read before this, I guess technically The Sun and the Star, the Rick Riordan one, but other than that, I don't remember the last time I read like a good young adult or adult fantasy book. And this one was really good. The world building was super cool. The plot twists, I thought they were good because you kind of got a little bit of like clues, you know? Like you could guess the plot twists if you were thinking through everything that was going on, but they still were like really good in the story. I liked the characters. Well, I liked the main characters. I like that it kind of, it makes it difficult. What's his name? The God Slayer in this book, I feel like is a good example of like a morally gray, well, maybe not now that I'm thinking about it, because he did like, I don't know, I feel like there's good representations of like morally gray situations here, because it's like, you can see it from this side, but you can also see it from the other side. So, I don't know, I did think it was good. I gave it 4 stars on Goodreads. I would say 4.5 stars, realistically. It was a good read. Those were all the books I finished. This morning I was working on my Notion and coming up with some more good content ideas for the next month or two. So if you enjoyed this vlog, subscribe to my channel if you feel like it. I will hopefully, I know I didn't post a lot during the summer and I apologize, but I will hopefully be back to regularly uploading this month, hopefully like once a week. I don't know, we'll see what happens, but that is my plan, is to do like a video a week. So yeah, thank you guys for watching and I'll see you in another video. Bye.